I say PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. Them yopo.
I was talking about Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang. And since say John Mahama Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang, people did not understand why John Mahama Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang represents integrity. That's it. She represents integrity. And every government, if there are people are omulidi, no more integrity, you are good. Because obi krat me and I say, obe conducting in a way. First, Odin can share the boss. No obusana will say the integrity my boss carries. Dear me koyano, a begu me boss wufiana. Na me boss tia. Will I still have my position? So integrity is important. She carries integrity. That's what she comes with. Because Akufo-Addo any integrity in tea. And Ghana, we go into an election and everybody is scared. Because Akufo-Addo any integrity in tea. And the Okasachre Ghana, nobody listens. Bawumia has no integrity because every single moment Obenyebian, he lies. But you see, from the day Amami Wekasa, I sat back and I was waiting. And I'm saying, what they can do, what they can bring. Let me just feed Naana Opoku Agyemang to the dogs. And let me see how they can chew her. It's getting to 72 hours. You know, radio so any press conference in car say, wait, mami we kind of boy, wait, mami we kind of boy, wait, mami we kind of boy, mami we in integrity. Mami we corrupt. Mami we there. Ghana politics about best say bibia. Mami we a tribal. Mami we religion way. Mami we group way. Nobody. Her speech was airtight. She moved Ghana's governance, politics to the level majority of low IQ thinkers cannot get to. And this is what we have been waiting for. This is where we wanted to move Ghana, where we wanted to get Ghana to. And the NPP as a political party, the men cannot stand this woman. Even though she might not be in any studio with any man, the men are hiding behind some low-level voltage woman to go and disrespect the woman, but not the woman's integrity. Because Naana Opoku Agyemang's integrity, no woman in the NPP, communication or even NPP's role, nobody for 10 years can get to that level. Nobody, none of them. May say, the integrity of Naana Opoku Agyemang, no NPP communicator, cabinet minister, or your bar, MP, nobody. Nana, Madame Frema Opare, she today, Naana Opoku Agyemang, she will step back and respect her. Because Frema Opare, the level and the intelligence this woman carries. So anybody in the NPP or your bar, with all due respect, and your bar papa biampo to try and speak ill of this woman, it shows how the NPP, they don't respect women. Because the NPP Buma, they will not send women to come and do what? Insult the woman. They were going to send women to come and break down the woman's statement. But because they don't have, with all due respect, a man be omunim nyansano. Because majority of a man are communicators, no, with all due respect, omojiminti. They think, say, or they thought, say, when they go out to attack the woman, the person, it will give them some credibility in their party. That is the problem with the NPP. You get up in the morning and you see these cheap grass cutters. Professor Opoku Agyemang didn't make an impact in 2020, hasn't made any in 2024. Sagel way ejina on one party MPP mu. Okotono na we yino nufu no na ne mato na ne ho wansena. I saw to apofi. We camera no dey nsa wo. This girl stood for elections in her own NPP, onya 7 votes. Mbema na omu yuzu ni say Pito asia kurano. They did not even vote for her. Naana Opoku Agyemang has spoken. Speak on what she spoke on. Also, Naana Opoku Agyemang did not make an impact. That's not what we are talking about. She spoke. Mesi we ukono we nerufu atokuraso na ne bataratare ho a. I saw ton apofe. So the NPP pick low grade kitchen bulbs and say go and attack Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang and mamiensa ewo PhD. We are talking, this is real talk. And this thing, on one party for no musman no. Nem party member now we using the set Pito Sekurano. They did not even vote for her. They are telling her to go and challenge Naana Opoku Agyemang on TV. Imagine. Size 82 D. So I don't got that TV so. Or no size 82D no. Or no got Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang say she wasn't effective 2020. Naana Opoku Agyemang spoke on different things. Try and condemn any of the things. On to me. But you see, when you are in the middle of men, it say mantem near fro adwoa hu bon die. Say oda mantem na embema ni nyina obi afa obi. Ana say ye nyina hu so wo de oya adwoa hu bon die. E kira ye nhia ye no kwakoda. It gets to a point o pese o prove wo kire sam embema na omu nyina sabio omama ware adwoa hu bon die. You want to prove something to them that hey, enya me hu na bon ebia mu nyina mopia banenso metuma akire mu se minjimi sa ebia ofre me anama beda kete so these girls, these low voltage girls are the ones who want to prove themselves to the men who have no integrity, because any man who has integrity should be able to stand up to Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang to do what? Punch holes in her statements. But because the NPP men, none of them, political wise, education wise, they don't have that level of integrity. Naana Opoku Agyemang, they sent Adwoa Ohubon the low voltage girls. I guess it will be a low voltage. Bob nebo kitchen 25 volt. Low voltage. On one party when to me put 7 volts. Ye light difference na koto na. Me say ne ho once na ne mataratare ho. I say oton apofi. And these are the people the NPP sent to say, go and insult Naana Opoku Agyemang. This is it. Now you see something like this. Then you get up, then you see this. You see something like this. Look deep. Take your time. Men kan ye kura no wehu de me pese me kire. Hwe de nim ai se book me kura. Hwe de tina pempem. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang's outdoor showcased NDC's incompetence. What does that mean? Say omo outdoor Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang, it shows NDC's incompetence. What does it even mean? As what you could say China. Share bibi. Oba ultimate to the near chiye and ever discussing Ghana politics. And these are the people they sent on radio and TV to go and denigrate a woman like Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang, because the party itself, they don't have people with integrity. Because before you can approach or talk about people, especially people with integrity, you need to have integrity. And Nintina NPP, for now, almost say, what integrity those times, and why are they not showing up? Because they know to face somebody with integrity, you need to come with integrity. So they are sending I say China phone or China. I say kudu. And they send these kind of people, low voltage. What does this contribute to Ghana politics? And you see, sometimes we tell you Ghanaians say NPP as a political party, they pick women, they use them and they dump them. That is what they do. And these are all helpers. Political party, IFN NPP, almost helpers. Oh, where you do you rally now and now when I why you say you bring come checking we want helpers. Oh, now you're free from an also medica back on a third one number 70 no. Also in the mudu for so I will see I from Pong say oh no we see they help the party. They are party helpers. enti enya baby am for man sha yes oh radio we so kwatena so kan kwasam ade amame we ken yes vera redu ene ne hwen ehwe. These are helpers and omo bebre o MPP nim obuso mo adwuma pa omo ya omo ntumi kan kire obuso mo position pa omo ntumi kan kire oh ya de kan MPP ho obuso they are helpers. Yeah, ko rally no mu di akire. Say ko we confirm a poison woman omo na kwaje ba. We mu no they have no relevance. They cannot make any substantive contribution, anything during discussion. They are just petty, high, low voltage helpers. These are helpers. But let's talk about Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang. Now, Naana Opoku Agyemang, Professor Ekan Sembebre, let's start it from here.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I go on to other important matters, please let me state my understanding of where we are as a country, as a nation, and the implications of what lay ahead. The election ahead is not so much about Ghana making history, although that is important. It is not so much about returning a competent president back to power. It is not even about producing the first woman vice president, historical and exciting though these are. It is not only about bringing the NDC back to power, although that is indispensable in our current circumstances. The elections ahead and winning them is about winning elections for a purpose. The purpose goes beyond those enumerated above. The purpose is the opportunity to heal our country again. It is about the opportunity to pull Ghana back from the precipice of destruction, of normalizing corruption, of incomprehensive greed, from deep despair. The election ahead and winning it for our party is about hard work and abiding sacrifice. It is to embrace everyone in building a Ghana that functions again. It is to work towards a Ghana where citizens have confidence and hope and are determined to regain their independence of thought and of agenda. We must work towards a Ghana that at the very least can feed itself. We know we can. We must work towards a Ghana where the law truly works, where there is shared prosperity, where democracy has not become a fluke, where people are not abused, and where the basic necessities of life are not denied the majority. It is a chance to work hard towards building a country where citizens do not feel disrespected or intimidated or ignored because of the way they vote or the language they speak. The victory we seek as a party is to invite everyone to the onerous task of rebuilding a broken Ghana, of restoring hope in a manner that the is capable of, and evidenced by its history and achievements, especially the recent ones under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. My brothers and sisters, we are not in ordinary times. This is not news. Some of us have been around for a while and have experienced the to and fro of politics in Ghana, but never have we experienced the levels of greed, unbridled arrogance, unrestrained impunity, sheer dishonesty, barefaced hypocrisy, incompassion, as displayed by this incumbent government over the past 6 years and more.
So, Naana Opoku Agyemang, before Kenya no, when John Mahama, I catch a gun and say, Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang, and eba be and running mate. Na Edru Emredu say Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang, ebe ma Ghana for so ehu, the niswa de any de sebio, amano ayana adwene say, obeji penny say oni John Dramani Mahama, ebe kokodin. Edi Ghana sebio abesi eye de empempensu bia eye empempensu pa na brofo na maami ken nyina enjudwemu nyina na nchechire mu simple. And I give credit to the Loud Silence team, Free Mind, Inkoto, and the rest of the team, Ransford Kebo Achimo. They have done a marvelous job by breaking this down in our local dialect in different forms, and people have an idea of what actually happened. And in summer, Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang, what I'm going to do is just to add a little bit to what Yenu Anomono Enyina Aye. Now, so what ma mini year anka on a normal day, anka ya friend will say on our running mate to the greatest NDC, the great NDC, to somebody like John Dramani Mahama around the world. People recognize him for what he has done for Africa and also for Ghana. It should all be about how happy you are. Nanka was sending niji. Say and they are to and safre no nanka o se oba ebe bo no ho abaso nanka o se nko begina ho ebe pija na taban mu e man nkofo hu school awakọ bebi anema bedru achievement awenya but ma me ne kasa no se sa eye tumi anase aho eye akwenya NDC ni John Mahama de amano no eye akwenya bia eye akwenya e wo se eboa ma ono eka ho ema ye ni Ghana fo nyina ye ka se eye de pain any oyawa ye wo mu no ye nyina ye betuma ka entuma aba ano NDC fo Ghana fo na sebio sa oyaw a and the Ghana ye kom no ye betuma frim. It is out here she wasn't making the speech about herself. Her main focus eye Ghana ye sane Ghana ebetumi den enya baby ejina na okasam no ote say no kase nyoma bebre esia sebio ono onya akwara na sebio nyoma afa ne niso imfie nsui ya the politics to nchan a etwa ne yem ya edin say Ghana na yete no and bibi to say greed amanfo a omoni brade nipa a omoni brade adi Ghana aboso bibi to say de keta hye o se ohu bi da since say ye wo no a oya kwara oko school Ghana ne maame ne papa onyini wo Ghana or the politics to nchan a ohun bibi afre no keta hye corruption a etumi edidi akosi Ghana nanti ama emukura din ama Ghana se obeje no ho ozi de ema jumadi edi ama no ana John Mahama ensa wato ama afre no se omeka no ho na omombeboa emesom Ghana ma Ghana nya ntuma pefra no osi nyoma bi te se ohun se Ghana deep down no ye nyina I just say ya paba deep despair I just say de ya fam oyawa ya fam ahokyere ene de nimtia a ende MPP aban ede Ghana for fam no or the politics to nchen a oye maame oye Ghana ni no ohun ni se oye oba mom nanso emredu se ode bibia beto ho na waje Ghana no esi ho na Ghana no na dana koma so na enye ono abodini awanya anase MPP NDC for aton safre ne se ombeboa Mahama o se de edane ni so ade hunu ene se Ghana no a onyini wo mu no onhu se Ghana no sebi o mebunu maamefo ejanom ebe paba se ye paba Ghana no adweregu enti ne kasem no se ne brofru tie ne here it wasn't about her, it was about rescuing a nation that she grew out of. Ekura ya born esuwo ma onyini wo mu no o se eno enti na amanaje akwanya se obeye de oye no odi nkomo ko le nim ka se ende Ghana edum pempenso bi a ono osisu no aban perfect maaye but baby edui bibi a friend say eye de basic necessities Ghana Ghana niba entumi nyansuo nom. Ghana niba entumi enkoda hospital emiamfa oxygen ensi ne so. Ghana niba entumi ndidi ema ne ho ntono. Ose saa nyoma no omu a na etwa ne yam efise nipa bi edi tumi ama omo no sebi otumi no omo abuse no bronika se wa abuse tumi na omo di tumi no abaye omo japade e na omo di tietia nkofo fa ahodie so. Ose saa nyoma wei ono oto no sebio onye obi a ne nsa enka ne nan enka oyo obi a sebio wabɔ ne bra bi ne makura bebi omodu no ometuma hwɛ no man sɛ obewu nanso ebehia sɛ panyini bi nipa bi obi a ono so ɛwɔ akukuduro te sɛ ono ebegyi ne ho asi wɔ sɛ obɛko ama nkyiriba ama Ghana na ye nyina ye pɛ no ye nyina ye nsa asom sɛ Ghana ne ya it does not matter party or power. Se Ghana no yakuma wom, se Ghana no yempa ba, or say it does not matter nipa ana party di Ghana nim, nemum eye Ghana no ne hia. It is a utie eye den. Ne kasa mu nyina na o kasa mana kwesi no see. Since say ya wo no. Opeso kanu kure onhu emra ewo Ghana sebio ya bakosemu a eye Ghana fo aban bi aba ebuye nimtia se aban we. Mama we at the end of the day, if she steps out of politics, obetuma bon bra internationally, be friend man ako meetings in Yiska. But at her age, she still feels she still has something to do for this nation. Or say, since say you no onhu abanya ebu Ghana for nimtia. Or say, the etwanen sumu a ye ne yan say ende abanya etisui yetumisha udin sanya udin sounde. Baby a free senya o maami din tie senya o papa din tie na aban we gina so ebufo o se eno ene ha no o ka enyimu a MPP aban e de abeto Ghana for so. This woman has traveled around the world. This woman is older than you and I. This woman has nothing to lose. She just wants to sacrifice to save this nation, because in the future we will have an MPP president in 20 years' time. We will have an NDC president in 20 years' time. But democracy now. We will not have that in the next 20 years. And nunti na okache Ghana for say, ayane de say mum John Mahama asadi gidie ahyɛ mu sɛ ne dwuma a wadi nyansa ɔwɔ a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛka no ho mɔmogye Ghana no ɛnyɛ no nko a na de ɛhyɛ ne nkran ma ne pɛ sɛ ɔyɛ de ɔyɛ no sɛ ɔbɛgye Ghana efiri ɛyɛ deɛn saa aban wɔ nsɛm efiri sɛ ɔno no yɛwɔ no Ghana wɔnyini wɔ Ghana ɔnim sɛnea Ghana teɛ Ghana for yɛ apa aba na maame we at her age sɛ ɔno ɔmpa aba how do you get fed up? Moment here Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang ɔkan sɛ mi ka ho.
And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the task ahead is formidable, much more than it was 4 years ago. When people ask me why are you doing this? Let me explain. I remain inspired by the fact that as a people, we have faced terrible situations before. Check our history. Please don't begin with the Fourth Republic or the struggle for independence, although these are also important milestones. Go hundreds of years back. In those hard times, our forefathers and our foremothers too did not throw up their arms in despair. They fought back. They resisted. They sacrificed. They persevered. They brought back hope when there was none. They picked up the pieces of a broken people and carefully and strategically sewed them back. And they left for us a legacy of selflessness, of true patriotism and pride. It is our responsibility today to leave something better for the next generations. Giving up is not an option. We must all soldier on. Across the political divide, across social and professional groupings, among the youth, you hear complaints and stories concerning state capture, where this government has chosen to use its power not in the broader interest of all Ghanaians, but to favor a small clique. What is that? John and I have agreed that whoever has participated in the plunder of the state must be held accountable. And my friends, this is not a threat, it is a promise. It is a promise which is premised on the wishes of our citizens across the political divide, and it is hinged on the principle of accountability. Let us face the facts. Today, what do we hear? Is the promotion of ethnocentric elitism, which is masquerading as intellectualism. Ladies and gentlemen, it is elitism masquerading as intellectualism. It is weakness strutting as courage, and crony capitalism masked as development in freedom. It is shameless hypocrisy pretending to be objective. This will never move our country forward. Rather, the most significant achievement of all these has been a country in near insolvency. Its natural resources such as water, land, and even the environment in rebellion. A people harassed and intimidated into numbness, and as some will say cynically, some of us also bribed into silence. I envisage a report on the administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the ticket of the NDC in his reign 2013 to early 2017. And I bet that the report will have no reference to the following: a multi-million dugout. I don't know about you, but the image I get looking at that hole is a trench in utter shock that anyone could believe it was intended as a Thanksgiving gift to the Almighty, invisible, God only wise. You will not find in his record a free SHS at war, the battle fought on the grounds of food, shelter, even calendar, teaching and learning materials, or those who spend a couple of weeks in school and many months at home just idling by. You will not find past questions instead of textbooks and science equipment. You will not find an atmosphere that suppresses learning. You will not find free water and electricity to a few that has turned out to be most expensive for everyone. Such a report will not find COVID money shared for partisan political campaign purposes. And all of this done when people were dying and they needed just a little bit of help. You will not find in his term an Japan-like manifesto. And you will not find him as president clearing malfeasance and writing love letters to prejudice a bad situation. You will not find that unemployment jumped from 8 to 14%. And actually check the figures. Check the actual figures. Go beyond the percentages. And you will not find a debt to GDP that has gone a wall, or a city that refuses to be tamed. Under his tenure, you will not find weak efforts to hide the truth of Dumsok. The reports will not include scandals surrounding the PDS, Australian visa, Keldon JVG, was contaminated fuel, excavations, and Aboboya tricycles that can fly faster than unconfirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, you will not find unfulfilled promises of one village, one dam, $1 million per constituency per year, 350 secondary schools from scratch, and too many betrayals and too many instances of disrespect. You will not find in his time a tracker too embarrassed and gone into hiding because it is too afraid to expose its plagiarized content. In truth, such an investigation of his term would not reveal over 100 scandals and still counting. What will the report say about the NDC under John Dramani Mahama? After exhausting the list of clinics, hospitals, medical centers, expansion of existing universities, polytechnics, 10 technical universities, brand new universities, focus on current and projected national needs. You will find the Mahama schools, popularly called E-blocks, and you will find these constructed from scratch. You will find that there was a debilitating shift system and that it was painstakingly and effectively abolished. You will find that the ratio of textbooks at the primary level moved from 1 book to 3 children to 4 books per child. This is a leader you can trust. This is a leader who has the love of the country.
So this is Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang. And in his speech, you know, Kenyan say, I come here not because of politics. I come here because Meje Mahama Agyemang Opeso de Mame etumu efri say I have sat down to look at his track record. Matna say analyze Mahama. Me hu edwuma awaya say edwuma ne kwana me ka ho oyeye. Enti so hu se me gina ha na se magia tum se me ne eye de John Mahama ye pese ye save Ghana na eye Mahama nsanu dwuma. Eye nsanu dwuma awaya enu nti ema ne gidie ema na rehwemu se sebio one Mahama ka omontuma bo ano ene Ghana fo nyina ka omontuma bo ano a omo betumi age Ghana esi bebie wo sesi o see and wonam Ghana uti word be a friend of state capture o see state capture no a real under abanwe if we say wo hwe abanwe mu nipa sibia omo ya omo adwene say omo besa with all due respect omo besa Ghana sika ediama omo hu ni omo busuafo no omo namfo a wo ni pefe say eye ade bia eda NPP fo we mu adwene mu say o say Ghana na ebeye omo dia na ebeye omo japade o se sanyoma no e na wa hwe intina embra John Mahama esato nsafre ne se omra na omo meje Ghana no ogitumu na o se Ghana na ete no sebio se uhu nipa na omo nam ho peje wabeti a enyom nyina na so ojo di o se oni John Mahama sebio ode na ye adwuma pen atena se akasa aka kire John Mahama se oni de pain to pain or ka kire John Mahama na o ka kire John Mahama no John Mahama so de na adwene aba se omuko okupa we na Ghana for ed 2 minimum a omu nyina agye atum se obi a ode ne nsa abo Ghana sikemu bia no also sa nipa no obeyi ano. And no ka say she has agreed. So uti ne words na so uti esbi or picking the words na. She is not speaking like a servant and a boss. She is not speaking like a driver and a mate. She is speaking like a partnership. A partnership whereby say John Mahama ni Ghana no wetu kwan, she can step in John Mahama's shoes and perform the same responsibility as John Mahama. It is a wutie ne kasana. Or person Ghana 40 as say, I am not coming to work with John Mahama. I am coming to work as a team. I am coming to perform the same duties as John Mahama. And don't see this as a master servant job. See this as people who are ready to think together. Nipa omayamanyi so omoka omadwene abom ene Ghana fo aye adwuma agi Ghana akosim pempensuo bi. So utie na so wote brofo a, she was trying to let you understand say she is ready and they are ready to work together. Enye te se baomia eye ekufo adu ebusia ena baomia na ne click we wia na we wia. Or say she and Mahama, they have agreed. Say 2 minutes be show mon sa obian wedi Ghana sike bia no sa nipa no also be yano. Na okọ anim no oka say nyoma bi ena man gina so agin tu mu say John Mahama okọ opese okọ NDC for ko mo pese omko Ghana mo pese omje no eno na e man gina so ka say se mentu na mo wibi na se mambo John Mahama ne Ghana fo a mewu enso meyemu no bebia mekọ no mindi odawda. Na nyoma bi ohwe na bi ni say okan brofo bi o say ethnocentrism elitism and which is masquerading as their intellectualism. Sa sam no okan no je no person ka kire no say ye won kofo bi o Ghana ha omo start emtia no mo hyehyɛ suits omo te ha na mo hyehyɛ space omo te ha na mo kakasa bi omo tia no mo change omo tone omo tia na omo ko boro kasa bi omo tia no mo ya mo se omo bebi omo wo no obi andru ho omo te Ghana no mo ya mo se omo de bebi a omo nyansa dru no bebi a omo ho keka ne nyoma bi omo ye no ye ne ye kase no ye ntumi emben omo o si omo de sa nyoma no akata Ghana fo ani na emu no omo di bone enti omo parade omo te se de omo ko school omo nimi nyansa omo de yetete omo nanso ukomu ankasa na eye pesaminkum nya eye nchichemu eye pesaminkum nya ne de greed eye bone na ahye omo ma into say so utine kire na wo hwe sa ankofo na se ne omo kasa se ne omo fa omo ho se ne omo adwene omo se obi anjimi se ne omo adwene omo se omo nko abusu na nim nyansa se ne omo adwene omo se omo nko omo kuo na yetete omo no na wo hwe na ni so kwa nanso ubie omo ntaade mu so ubie omo ase so ubie omo nyoma omo ya ase obehu se eya ahope eya ahonya eya de entitimu ene pesaminkum nya na ahye omo mu ma o se eno ene twa ne nsurumu a opese obe join ne John Mahama ne Ghana fo ma ye gi Ghana siwa ebeye obia Ghana na o chechim no se de ema sebio ema de opeso ye no ema na aremuhye encouragement ema no eye the encouragement to do the John Mahama peso ye no say o see we study John Mahama we study NDC we study omonokre we study eye osuma omasom Ghana na se uhye NDC fo omodian history omo bekwasem uhye John Mahama bekwasem uhye NDC for send omo yomo politics and send Ghana de omakoma so a there is nowhere NDC no obefa NDC no na nipa bi afa Ghana abo omo bo a obi antumi nkasa okay Bible say people bribed into silence or see do new for NDC one say there's nowhere our John Mahama track record any NDC for track record say ye be ma nipa bi sika say mo nkasa and Professor Reverend Martin Momway omo na omo gina ho omo po kase Mahama nipa bonini NDC se Ghana no o se wambo Professor Reverend Martin din nanso o se nde o Ghana for to me wu se nipa bi wo ho omo giademude omo gisika ye wa hemfo ye police mpanyirifo ye Ghana mpanyirifo ye nipa titiru bi ananka o dwene se enden de kombe kasa nanso sa nipa no ademdi omo ginti sa nipa no tumi kasa o se onim John Mahama no na onim NDC no NDC aban will never bribe people say so omo ya adeboni mpa mo nkasa o say adeba so hu yen say there's no way obo say NDC akoto amena donko say omo si asore dan ama e de onyankopon abra Ghana for nkwara enya bebi nda abra Ghana for apemfo enya baby enkoje awo abra Ghana for school kwara enya aduane ndi abra Ghana for nyansuonum o say NDC will never do that eno ka ho ena hye ne nkran emane ye na adwene say one John Dramani Mahama ne NDC ebetu anamonwe o say and the yeka say there is no way ono obete se NDC for atoyenchem te se covid si na yatam sika ama party for yatam sika ama ebusuafo ne yati ha na Ebola si ye under NDC ye hu senia John Mahama ban NDC for eso Ebola no a yanti eyedien so obi akodi sika nanso ende o se de etwa ne yem ne se NPP aban we ba covid-19 sika sema omutumi tam sika edema eyedien party for that is obi kreka say already say your man $100,000 or so the ma obi or say sign your man and osha who say NDC there is no way NDC almost from Ghana for no on besa or can be or say so NDC abako semua there's never been a day nipa kubia yo imagine say omo je Ghana a good day Ghana sebio ye japade afa or say oshe e japade the MPP for ekufo adoba obi amabusua de omo ye omo di ejapade deal eba abesisa Ghana good day nyina abo omo a or say sanyoma no na ohwe NDC won or say dabi pathway John Mahama mo enya nkofo bia omo bedi sa adwuma no oye panyini watena Ghana wabone bra onim bebia opese Ghana ko enti sanyoma no na otia sanyoma no na ompe sanyoma no opese ye nyina ye ko na ye si ano osaka asemi efa eyedien clearing abra John Mahama teso o see de emanage John Mahama di any NDC for din say Mahama teso kra no on one kasina point is abuga pele any eyedien nipa bia omo na abem a omo ye nyoma sebio nani nso no John Mahama epam omo nanso ohwe NPP we ya ene Cecilia da pampo a wawia Ghana sika no na na dodan kwekufu ado et dem ene we yin ntohwe e de krata to so e chro love letter ema Cecilia da pana oye kromfo no o se nyoma sei no ohwa na na koma ebo eno ka ho ena man na adwene say oni John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for ebeji Ghana esiye osaka asembi osi dumso aba na okaisa time na owo John Mahama abemu John Mahama ye president 2015 no embra ye nya power crisis no osi John Mahama ejitumu ekachire Ghana for say dumso aba o mabreso mejitum say mabreso me solve ema John Mahama ne Ghana for kasaye na ohwe aban wei sene omubu Ghana for nimtia dumso kra wo so omo ka no kra kire ya omudidi obi atem na po edi Ghana for atem say ye nyanko pe timetable ene emu nsem a ekoso no o say oye Ghana ni sanyoma ne twa ne yem eka ho ne ma ne wo gidie e wo NDC mu say at least NDC for obuo ema Ghana for atoyenchemba ahuyeyin aba NDC for embu Ghana for nimtia enu ntina waje pene se one John Dramani Mahama ebeka omontoma abo ano akire Ghana for kwampa no na sebio daachi no omuni ho krampo na Ghana for bebo omudi aka se weimu ena di omomoja etwa so eje Ghana siye nti yen nyina as Ghana for no yemfa ahonchike ene akomapa na yento aba ensesa aban no oka insemifa eye krono a esi aban we mu a o se ono there is nowhere what hu panyin nsem da se eye NDC aban mu eye bust fuel eye fango esiwo ayera o se inkofo we na abekire ne se krono eye adie bia eseman o se bibi ti se abobo ya o se de enwanwa ene se John Mahama time na owo power no John Mahama ebe free power no oto de abobo ya ema siremfo ena ne fe na undersada se siremfo mfa nya adwuma ema ende nkofo beka say oh John Mahama confirm to ende andankofo we o se de ye ne ya se oye panyini a oye Ghana ni a wabone bra o Ghana no and the MPP we no and the excavator esiwe ti se dan no etumi tu echen ede in confirm o se sanyoma we ena odi ne ni atofom anhu anhu se no eye NPP aban we se sebio wanje pene ene John Mahama nka omontoma ambweni ene Ghana fo ankasa anka yentoma po ambweni anje oman we ya NPP John Mahama ene ono so omontoma anya edwumaden ema Ghana fo ya mbo omo a NPP we be se Ghana o se sanyoma we ene wo hweye Sanyoma we no dwene ho. Sanyoma we na sebio okoda asunie so e manifa na adwene se edobeye bia ama John Mahama abeji Ghana esi edien eye de afa ne ntoma pa efra no obeye de oso ye. Enti oma Ghana for tiase. Enti se wutie na oma Ghana for tiase adekudie ntia me pese me John Mahama di djuma we. Oma Ghana for hu se o sign John Mahama ti. Oye penyini onya akwara na sebio ohu boni a obeka ohu nukuro obeka na wahwe John Mahama na ho keka se ne odi ne dwuma obu ode ma Ghana for enti na ode ne integrity eni bibia beta John Mahama echi emo ma kekere Ghana ndi se wotie ma amini ye a she is making you understand say she just didn't make this decision because of politics. She just didn't make this decision because she's an NDC. She made this decision based on the integrity, the track record of the president of Freno, the track record of NDC or part, the track record of John Mahama Abua Ghana, and no share a manager to Muse on the day on the John Mahama Ebedi Jumawi. Inti enya about her. It is about John Mahama no Jumadia wedi ono so ehu onim se so oboa John Mahama na oba power ebetumi agi Ghana esi ye no enunti. So she's not selfish. She's not telling you say tuma NDC because NDC efe and I say NDC onipa or say tuma NDC tuma ona John Mahama eni ono free say de John Mahama aye no ono baby awedu ewa brabom de wehu eni che de credibility owo no. There is no way obejai ato akodi John Mahama chi. Internet so the John Mahama chi then it means to say or the BBR to on the line because he respects the track record of John Mahama and the NDC. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang ekasai.
The report will highlight going forward the critical processes that will lead to innovations and flexibilities of the brave, timely, intentional intervention of a 24-hour economy as proposed by H.E. Mahama after consulting widely with stakeholders and citizens across the country because he respects everyone. I am not surprised at all that many labor groups, businesses and individuals have embraced the concept. It is a vision anchored on the firm belief that with the right policies and incentives in place, we can inspire a new generation of enterprises to adopt a multi-shift work system and wider participation in the economy, thereby ushering us all into a new and golden era of Ghanaian industry. Obiara baby. And by the time the policy is in full flight, a couple of years down the road, we should not be surprised to see how, from the vegetable seller to the miner, from the smallest hamlet to the crowded cities, from the farmer to the fisherfolk, from the young couple to the single parent, everyone will come and see and apply the benefits of the 24-hour economy for national group and individual advancement. Please come join us in our hall meetings, in our town hall meetings and other programs to learn more about this incredibly effective strategy. Do not fall victim to those who have realized that having failed in sloganeering and packaging, that they have exhausted all their strategies and therefore resort to deception and destruction. We are particularly pleased to see, as evidence in credible polls, that this visionary policy has caught on and resonated with the public, especially with our young people. Where are the youth? Are they here? The policy is for you, so please come and learn more about it. I know for a fact that the nation builder, John Mahama, who is not an economist, will deliver this economic model. He thinks through what he does. He thinks through what he says. He considers advice. He is confident enough to amend his views when confronted by working alternatives. He does not rush with decisions that have serious effects on the lives of others. John Mahama does not shoot from the hip. A 24-hour economy. A 24-hour economy will demand that we pay special attention to skills training in Sanwejuma. And that is why we are serious about continuing with the critical reforms and the improvements we made under his tenure in our technical and vocational training institutions to ensure that we equip our youth with the technical skills necessary for a thriving economy. In Ejuma also means equipping our youth with tech skills so that they are ready to participate in our economy and in the global remote economy. So, as we mentioned several times, during the 2020 campaign, we intend to implement the 1 million coders program, which set an ambitious but attainable goal to train over 1 million of our youth in coding, data science, and other tech fields.
Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang Ekasano, o say, me amame, machradie, manante, my minister krada, me Mahama ye juma. Na die ema minya ahokeka se mene Mahama yebeka yentuma boano ene Ghana for yaka yentuma boano agi Ghana ne se the 24-hour economy no in her life abaya ba abaya ko o se ohu ne se eno ene besesa Ghana na o se immebunu no sa 24-hour economy policy no eno ene bema immebunu so unlock omo potentials o se sa wo hwe Ghana na esi wona ono ankasa no onyini wo Ghana utie ni nsem bi a waka eye emmayiwa emmebunu omudum pempenso bi a sene omobenya omoho ebedi omoho enya adwuma sebio eye insanu dwuma ebetumi edi income anase sika kakra ba omunsem omode abom bra na edin osi 24-hour economy na John Mahama ene ono ene NDC for adwene ho so omode ba no eye ade bia ebesesa eye senia ye di dwuma anase ye den ye bo dwuma bra e wo Ghana osi sanyoma we ka ho na emom no de eye na hohaho anene se eye mmebunu dodo na sebio omunya anka omobedi omho aye omodwuma a omuhia mmoa no 24-hour economy de ebe ne se ebebie opportunity so ama omo ama de opese ode no ho ono so betima ade no ho de opese sebio oye adwuma kura e wo obi ase no saa nipa no benya no ho ahenhan se ne be ya ono so a sebio ne obi krampo ye adwuma no ebi be so no so na o se 24-hour economy no ade bia ebe sakrabra ayade bia ebe sesa Ghana for o se John Mahama sebio ondwene keke otie futuo John Mahama sebio ongyina nkran ni muntete nkrane anything okay John Mahama does not hit from the hip or say John Mahama ongyina nkran ni muntete nkrane oyo badwemba ansa na obeka bibia kire Ghana for no adwene ho yie na ono na onya akora se sebio obedi bibia sebio ohu semfaso emba so echi into say senior John Mahama brano ho ase even though onya economist no de wa ye e was sebio time obedi president ebesinde no e kire mpo se onim economy no anasa economy no mu chen omo a omo bo mo abodini a omo nam Ghana omo ti woso se koraba se omo ye economist o se John Mahama o ye nipa bia otie futuo o ye nipa bia o ma nani da ho ansa na waka asam o se John Mahama entena ho keke emfa bibia ma o se kakra wo John Mahama no se o ye nipa bia na adwene mu ebie eba ede amanyosem ene sene ebe chichire nyoma ede achichire man ede asakra man a o se John Mahama enipa bia na adwene mu do enu ntina wa na adwene se obeboa John Mahama ama John Mahama edi dwuma we o se NDC aban no de emani ne nije kura se one John Mahama benante edi dwuma we die nin se o se bibia friend coding eye emrante ne maba o mosiso a o mo pese o mo kɔ abefo eye de edwuma diem coding yesibia e coding nyoma eba internet so ebenya insane dwuma a friend skill no o se nipa beye den 1 million opepepe baako why na adwene se obeboa John Mahama ema mbrante ne mabawa awmusi so a mopese bibi te se computer work any code ni ade no pese omde hu hyem no o se owo ma ena waboa ne ma amomosua de abedum pempensuo bi nti bibie ni wa ebeche ne se eni se oboa ema Ghana fo nkwara a omopese omko abefo eye computer enhihye mu anadwumadie mu no bibie ni wa e wo se stop ne se obeboa ma nipa ana enkwara be 1 million enya sansa no dwuma no. Okay, so Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang, ono na introduce free SHS progressively. Ono na odnaban so time na oya minister no o see free SHS o Ghana nyina no. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang e-blocks ono na di enim. Oba basic education schools yesisi ye into onim adesua, onim de ema nipa edo adesua. Onim de obetumi aye ama mbebunu eni age sanyoma no. Into o say sanyoma we ka ho, ene we hu se John Mahama nim nyansa, ono so pese ode ne nyansa boa John Mahama, ema John Mahama be bie Ghana ebema imbebunu no so enya adwuma ye ono bebia wadu no ombedi obi a sebio obedada Ghana fo echi efise bebia wadu no opese oboa Ghana fo opese oja bibi to ho ma Ghana nchini ba behu se NDC John Mahama ne Naana Opoku Agyemang eja bibi to ho a yebetuma som ekutem amara sesa Ghana imbebunu abrabo. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang.
Another important area and why this position is important and why the NDC has prioritized it. We will pay special attention to issues and challenges faced by women in all walks of life. Oh, the women are not happy. And the men too. This is part of the reason we propose extended maternity leave in line with one of His Excellency President Mahama's 2020 election promises. And in the 2024 manifesto, the flexibility offered within the context of a 24-hour economy must hold special attention for women for obvious reasons. Maybe we should meet and have a long discussion on that one. Women entrepreneurs must have access to capital for the entire sector to boost their businesses. And that is why we will actively pursue the establishment of a Women's Development Bank. To primarily nurture and grow women-owned, women-led businesses. Women must become millionaires too, shouldn't we? We must become millionaires too through hard work, as our men do. We do not need hands out. We need hands up. Women of Ghana are capable of managing that bank 100%. The bank must take care of small-scale businesses or tiny-scale businesses to give them credit. And I'm talking about those who are hawking or people whose businesses do not depend on huge capital. I envisage this board made up of trading associations and cooperatives, and all these fully represented and making serious decisions and being accountable to his members. And I into me. Hello, and the world knows what we do with our resources when women prosper. We hardly leave our children behind. We hardly leave the wider families, including the men, behind. There is better stability at home. There's better peace at home. Most will demand less chop money, so the dad should clap for us. And you know that all these add up to make a nation at peace with itself. Surely this is what Kwejiru Agri must have observed when he made his famous statement about the far-reaching effects of the education of women. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if anyone has any doubt, just remember a lady called Esther Oklu. What brilliance, what innovation, what display of entrepreneurship. She showed the way. Let's revive that dream and hope and actions of our hero and heroine entrepreneurs as models. Let's stop killing their dreams, because some of us are simply too lazy, too envious, too lacking in original ideas, or have capabilities that are too low to match their results. How do we preach entrepreneurship, encourage a study, and propose this practice, and then turn around to make waste of the efforts of successful entrepreneurs? If you decide you don't like the owner, think of the worker who may be a member of your community, your political party, or even your church member. How about him? We must move to the level of encouragement, appreciation, and support of those who participate in the private sector, no matter what. Their efforts.
This is Naana Opoku Agyemang, Prof. And this is where Agyemang attention. Now oka about Emma. And sometimes I sit. Now you someone say, all the women on TV wearing high heels, pretending they know grammar than anybody in Ghana. They cannot even openly come out to say, this is what we have been waiting for. Because greed, because jealousy, because they have lowered themselves to the point where they cannot even be bold enough to say, yes, yeah, ma, and the oba abeka oba samamaye. And no matter what, me support oba no. Emma, at least at the end of the day, dear me komu as a young lady, ebia me kowo bako, time anami wo school. And yet the kind of stigmatization, the kind of attitude that nipa di mame, the kind of nyoma mi komu, and the menya mame or say obe jinem ama ma. I make sure say woman and ma in your money and you see baby or Ghana. It's so shocking that today the women, the ladies who are always saying the ladies need to come to the table, they need to be given that opportunity. Yama and ma so enye the mema yeno. What men can do, women can do. Today a woman is taking the mantle. A woman is taking the big office. A woman is saying, I need the help of a ma, and the woman ya jom kotwera koshe o my din. Komu TV ni baby o my din. It is out of envy. Because they have not been able to build what we call Oba. You need to be a woman, not just as in name, as character. And I've sat here on countless occasions to tell Ghana for say yenya Oba na odwene Oba ho a yene mema na yebeboa ma mamba be ye ma. Me say yenya Oba leader a odwene mba ho a yene mema na yebeboa sa Oba no ama ma abeye ma. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang ekasa no. O say 2020 mukai say omo di bibi sho manifesto mu eka say extended maternity leave. In 2020, Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang ema NDC for the manifesto mu say NDC ba power oba bia oye adwuma bia no obenya extended maternity leave okowo a na say 1 month omo be ni 3 months. Eno na Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang champion 2020 ton. O say free ni trim de bia still opese ebem se Ghana ni ba ko wo a obetumenya 2 3 4 5 months atene fie ama ne ho ate enya time wo ne ba ho de atete ne ba ansana ono ankasa so etuma ko adwuma baka on tete obi ankasa obeyi ne di o se saade we bi na dana koma so every say oyo ba she has been there before and she has gone through the hustle before. She knows say ma enya sa opportunity na ebeboa ema emomotuma ye dwuma ade omo ho ema sebio omo nwinwi owie no say as a woman de bia mbema ne kasa only problem with him no, but sa position a John Mahama de amani se Ghana for boano NDC for boano na mutuminya tumina obegina ho e de nesuo ma ye bie bibie fe no Women's Bank na ne nyina se sa bank no eye emma ene be hwe omo eye emma na be bo omo ama omo sika abo omo dwadiem oba ehia sika a start dwumadie bi a sa bank no eye emma bank a obetumi de wano asem akọ kyerekye dwumadie opese odim na bank na boa wo maame ne se Ghana for ma se yepese stop emma you a obufri sirem eba santimemu ebe soasoa me nuanom asantefo nwoma me from ntafo ma ema omadeda store no a if you are a northerner, if you are a woman from the north and you really want to stop your girl child, if you are a man, that's one person obaba na wedi 15 16 22 ebeba santimemu ebeba nkran abesoasoa ye nwoma afre ne ntani ba support na no Opoku Agyemang na Women's Bank mbra Women's Bank ba woman amena wo sirem no ubetumi akọ ha akọji sika dia start adwuma na wo ba no atena sirem ahwe no ema na nyini abeye oba pa enya bema papa ware atena sirem akyekere abobra enya se wo ba edi 14 no na wo di na sika mu se omra sirem na kwasea bi ema meto no mona ema na nyem embewo embeda store no enti na no Opoku Agyemang se eye Ghana for ma this is your opportunity. Why do you think say girls yom TV see? Nobody is worried and nobody is speaking about this. They don't even understand why they are women. Majority of girls on TV so that does not make you a woman. It is you standing up for women. You need to stand up for women, especially when you have been through a problem. A young girl to go through. No, you use yourself as an example and you lead that pack. Into we are born one. Now we are born one no dear na ufemu o your ba neglect be na hu ye dear na chances a bit to block your brabo wo de utumi femu duru ha. So when you hear another woman wants to say me pese me boa ma say de be ya sa dear na ufemu no entumi to a young girl, that is when you come out to say I boldly accept this. Me pese me support Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang. This is not politics. It's you supporting a project, you supporting something that will go a long way to help Ghana young ladies. And yes, I walk up Atario boutique ashe. Abetra kan kwasi abrofu bia wonti ase a bema na etua rent ato fridge abesu dem ama oka bia wo chiro aba betamako eno ma mo nya oba eno ma wo nya oba sma eno ma wo ye jantireni oba sma ni oba odwene eyeden akwara kitikiti akwara oba odi be 10 years ho. So in the next 15 years mempese akwara we be fa nyoma bia emba bia fem nti I have to fight, I have to speak, I have to support anything that will make a young girl oba, and that is what this woman is preaching. Adentina young man, adentina influencers, and those who are influential. Why are they not excited? They are not excited because they are selfish. They are not excited because the men they are sleeping with are people who are using them as sex slaves. They are ashamed of themselves because they cannot stand up to defend a young girl. This particular statement from Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang should have touched every woman on TV, touched every journalist on TV, touched every woman who has had a kid before, touched every lady who has an opportunity today to be sitting on any platform to say this is what we have been waiting for. But no, they are hiding behind people's husbands. They are hiding behind people's men. They are just doing business for no reason. They cannot even come out confidently to say this is for women. But Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang is saying that she has stretched her arms. Or train or baby are ready. And man, come on board and let us help the girl child. The Women's Bank is important. Mama yamwa na yenya sa extended maternity leave no emamba. Women are supposed to help Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang. Women are supposed to help bring the NDC to power, especially women in the north, especially women in Ghana. This is your shot. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang.
We will also undertake the modernization of our markets, which remain special and dominant places for women in the economy. Market women deserve the benefits of a clean, modernized marketplace. Our efforts so far bear witness. All I plead is that our efforts must not end with beautiful Kejetia or attractive Kotokraba and allied markets. We will also undertake the modernization of our markets, which remain special and dominant places for women in the economy. Market women deserve the benefits of a clean, modernized marketplace. Our efforts so far bear witness. All I plead is that our efforts must not end with beautiful Kejetia or attractive Kotokraba and allied markets.
See, Ghana Fontiasie, Emma Omunomukuta economy no, Eba Ejadie Eyema. Or say the NDC aye, the John Mahama NDC any or no canho omayeno, Omon Pese Beswa, also share Kejetia Fefe. Oshe Kotokraba fefe any other markets ayaye na Ghana nyina or say opese odi anim se oba say yebenya modern market papa market se kejetia ebi wo srem market se kejetia ebi wo techiman market se kejetia ebi wo dia insawem market se kejetia yebenya market aye modern asebio oba betuma akọ ho a obetumi de ne ba akọ keji day care obetuma akọ ho a ye wo baby etumi sebio bathroom papa ye betumi akọ ho a ye wo clinic ho o say ompese ebeso kejetia eni Kotokora banko a opese esapete wo Ghana na wakoyo bayi opese eye adia eye nani da so a opese obo NDC ni Mahama masa market saa no Ghana nkuraba tabia no ebitumi wo ho a se na bebiamba di dwa no so se bi obuo eni ahonya bebem se na be ya omoso kodwom akodi dwa aboa Ghana omukurunom eni Ghana se bi omoso omuni beji nti o se otunu ho asi wo onim se NDC ayebi onim se NDC betuma aye more nti eba edwade a ono oyo bai obedi anim ema Ghana se bi ompeso asu bia no edwapa enye dwa keke enye kios eye dwapa sebio school wom sebio obetuma ko clinic sebio obetuma nya bebi akoto aduane sebio nsoto a embo oso obedi anim ameki sure say bebi a edwapa bia ni bia no eye modern market no obedi anim as the vice president ama Ghana for ma enso enya bebi pa edidwuma. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang ended the speech.
My fellow Ghanaians, please let us just be mindful and show some respect to our citizens. So the lights are not stable, and because somebody has not told us that it is doom so, it means there is no doom so. So the Electoral Commission is struggling to defend its credibility, and until the Commission tells us that the missing equipment mean nothing, everyone should believe that there are no issues to worry about. How did disrespect get so high? Actions that impoverish and disenfranchise do not necessarily translate into feeble-mindedness in people who are angry, in people who are hungry, and in people who are oppressed. On the contrary, again, check the details in our history. It is in the national interest and in your own interest to make transparent what has been and is going on in your establishment. The truth will not be suppressed. You cannot be so independent as to disregard the people who validate your existence. It does not happen anywhere. Easy. A word to the wise is in Asen North. This administration has all but given up. Whereas they will not consult, they will not engage, they will not review. Woman Ethiopia, woman be konosa, a man for Sonny on be pimsusa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, fellow Ghanaians, Ghana requires a different environment, and urgently so. The Ghanaian voter is presented again with the experienced, humble, focused, and truthful John Mahama, who has always consulted out of respect and out of the conviction that knowledge does not reside in the head of one person. The condescending see this, unfortunately, as a sign of not having original ideas. The unpretentious see it as a sign of understanding the foundations of democracy, which is consensus building. I see it as a sign of strength, and I feel privileged to work so closely with JDM. Consensus building should be the fulcrum of any progressive, positive project. It has already been demonstrated to us how without such a foundation, the Ghana without aid has turned out to be the Ghana without compass. We have a choice now, come December 7th, and let us make the right choice. Corruption is too rampant in many government and non-government institutions. Sadly, those institutions meant to check on corruption have been significantly weakened. We must strengthen the institutions, and we will do just that when the NDC comes to power from January 2025, God willing. It is our duty to ensure that our sources of wealth are not given away to obscure entities or shrouded in opaque deals. We must not arrive at a destination where our national assets and natural resources are treated by some as if they were assets of their own creation, to be willed forever to friends and family. We must be passionate about justice, about the protection of our environment, about protecting our differently able citizens. We must be passionate about institutions that are responsive or are supposed to be responsive to our collective needs. We must be...
Ghana for Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang was setting the bar very high. She spoke on Dumso. Say, and the Ghana haiti no, and ya mo, and also catch it is Dumsom. Yenny eti Dumsom ni enim. Or see enim tia, any disrespect, any the kind of arrogance aban with the channel. That is even enough for anyone. And it's a Ghana ni biya so obeko akotwiti aban we. Or say, baby ye do no, e kom any bre. Ena bibia edui se ye nya abotre na ye nya electoral commission we hu abotre ena se na owe futu bi ma electoral commission o ka kire mo se Ghana fo eni abre obia ekom de ni bia no ni abre amanfo ho kire omo na se omo so betena electoral commission ho na se bio omo ya omadwene se omo pese omo bu Ghana fa so abre ye nyina ye ni tua de omo ye a enkoyi o ka kire Agyemang ene Bosman Asare mo se o man we e Ghana for dia sebio eye yene na yenya tumi ene apono kakra e dia ma omo na se omo ampa se omo di omo tumi eye de omo pe na omo di tumi e kohye MPP nsem a o se efutu ode be ma omo no se nipa no ena tumi ni ye omo dia na sebio akwara sebio wentie efutuo no ni yem kana na dwo a ono nko a ene fa nwurem ekotwa ne to osaka achiro say so omunim hwe kura no e so omuhu enibre a eda Ghana fo so e koma ede Ghana fo isifo krono ne ketahye a ekoso dwirim a omaya madwiri say omubo Ghana fo sene omnyoma emu enda ho o se transparency ene betumi abo ama ye nyina ya dwurum ada ho akoto aba fenchem na mmom de ye the Agyemang ye, the Bosman Asare ye, and the Menoka say BVD machines ye nimbe bimpo ewo. Computers ye the election, omaswa akogu MPP for her, or see or catch the easy for say. First na muka ebi ye, na ende de ebi amunye bimpo na maka. Na nipa ni brabre no. Ghana for ni brabre no enya dia ye betwentwen ye na ase obi a obe na adwene se obesi eye de ye mpuntuo ho kwan obi a owo isi obe na adwene se ode keta hyehye proye krono adada ne atro se obewi abamu no o se ayakọ ase north na eho ena obetumi sua eye nyansa no efri se yekoto aba ase north no muhu de si wo ho you say a word to a wise ase north. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you have been looking for. You might not like me, you might not like the NDC, but one thing you cannot dislike is Ghana and the democracy we enjoy. Baby, I do know it's not about NDC, NPP. It's about making the right decision to save our democracy. And at this point, the NDC is in the position to save and protect our democracy. Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang has proven. We have all seen the zeal, the patriotism, the honesty, the vision that she shares with John Mahama. It's up to us to just give power to them. These liars, these criminals, these idiots have nothing left. Trust in people who have served you all their lives. Naana Opoku Agyemang, John Mahama, they have been servants throughout their lives. They have been honest throughout their lives. They have been patriots throughout their lives. And at this moment in the history of the Republic of Ghana, we need such people to lead Ghana. Obanyansafo, Ibunibe, Yenkanasem. I'll be back to pick phone calls. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version.
We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.
All right. Good evening, caller. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening, Patrick Asamitio.
Mr. Kevin, yeah, na Patrick say.
Bibiaboko.
Adanya me aso. Na meti asema meba ho ba. Me kase meba ho ya. Na mebo. Eche say meburu mo Ghana mebre na be mobu our country no because Mr. Kevin be mama say what the Ghana is betima ye dwuma obenyam boso betima nya be 7 million ato. Dodo say na umte Ghana betima ye dwuma enya 7 million teme de to. Maybe a me bobo an maybe a year nya kwa be betima nya be 3,000. Ebi no. Se Ghana utim 100 30% kwampunya se scan pantonto mana yetimu say. The mama no akase mama meni age na mero nchuafo. The bompa is NDC between.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I call me Joe.
Bibiaboko.
What for my? Oma me akabo for my now what to fifi.
Inyo.
Anyway. Fancy no you come dey na nya bofu bi o. We you be ato ma. Ghana here na Uncle, and you come the answer. And I showed you my education minister and the country. Or many you can go forward with education anymore. Who do what come from a former chancellor who can school or why I don't know. I can't show them that. Now, at the foreign feminist being our down to one man to another natural resource ministry in one man couple. And I only Master Horror or Opoku Pempos one and Apple. Or be a dentist. I don't African capia will be your call. Cameraman, this sim of West Ghana, an African that we hear dentist care. And Napo, one not go to energy, no be a dentist, one go to energy. energy yeah aba some no ba nya dum so ne benya.
Thank you very much. Dumson Yebenya. Hello caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Net to say,
Bibi Aboko.
And no one me who I dream it. I just say, one thing I'm a person, me ma, ye near what I used to yet Tennessee. Says in an akufado, well, Fisa what the soldier Nina were guiding no, our cobe be or sumasumano. O Fisa, on say what Tita Ghana for was a beast as soldier Nino. So no media soldier for in name. It is over here, or no obey damage, you know. So on the NDC for Mama ye focus on that man. Or no put on a bag. Or no do best or ye be as or to say no one why by any poppy. Into one the soldier for in I any the brony and the dear ma woman. Or no ma sapel nipana was suma no. Didn't you was Sante say? Asante in the lawyer or no was Sante in the sinto. And they say, so Janin so no so Janina, why dear near to almost no, or more or no do almost in our national Kutukutan a bag. And the papa a strategy on the Ghana for a grown on ye dear no. Say, ye near now, near and funny man to form our home. Obey ye asho. It sounds to say what papa now was so much man on Nabisio.
But I say, all right, hello caller. Hello?
Yeah, I go.
Kasamitio.
I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, mo aje odika nyame shi opapa ta nyame mo nkwa tenten nyame mbon ho ban ombo webusia ho ban womba nyina boni bia no bo show bia wo ba fra wo krebia nyame oma adboni bia waje bia onda nko hondo na mo nko ma asamodo hwe eko menyu aje papa menyu aje in the sense that se ehwe Ghana nyame tani no de Ghana mesiafo na wo ka wo bom hwe ever in the history of Ghana, the first female ever vice president, Ghana Yenyewa, on the big opportunity. America had a quiet empowerment to work Ghana Yenyewa Oye. Masumba Mepeda Mukacha Ghana Funina there. Woman Yanfa Ghana, Yanfa Ma. JDM no Naana Opoku Agyemang na 31st December Women's Movement is coming back with NDC. That might be medasi.
All right, thank you very much. Hello caller.
Yeah, Kevin Pacho Inshanko Imri we kuntumri atwais.
Kasamitio.
Yo. The best Ghana former Endra and sama Opoku Agyemang kan mumi tie na supam. Mommy mistake, your best Ghana for me mistake, San Kotobama, Bamion Casa with Tusu, your best ray. Osha said, no, me cast out to say yes, and the pole Ghana former say a bit Siena, a bit boy, say Jenna, a man confess to Ruto in India, let's say, Bidesi.
But as a all right, thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, Kevin Chela.
Yes,
I'm from police out in the MSA. We can't now, Timono, Mofrag on a lad in the Brune. White woman,
Brew, yeah, Scooby, brew, anymore.
And Pajama person can catch chimpanzees so on for Agama Lizard and Taranichi, and in the changes and collaborator boo, or Kojana, and Mano.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. My caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Kevin.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, the man yen binumo yen say NDC for my junior donny say. 1987 Rollins, PNDC government led by Jerry John Rollins, introduced to JSS. School piano, almost the workshop can school no. Among qualifications and Juma ho. Here, before by or pass animal wing in every war. Here. Mamina holding a pump and wooded and the nimber 2 1 more would be in a pump. So, if you tell my highway, I prefer a bishop. And where this is you from Babu, Opa Fabaco photo, and farm is again, the Nimna when you mean. A boy on the news of Babu, Omo to my highway to Akoso.
Tema highway, Obiako. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, Kevin Kobe Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Kevin Patron Rama one Kevin.
Rama one
Kevin somewhere there.
If you have a call.
Yeah, Kevin, me better me busa Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne eye ne minister ne say education minister ne say o ma hwa hu Ghana fo anum say sin eni anum ana mo do mo say wurawura anum me better me busa Nana Addo 2016 ube gina sin piesu kanche Ghana fo say uba beti 350 new secondary schools anya bia sa 350 new secondary schools na osi ya no eno da ba onno ba be painting na no blue and white na say de he eno ba be painting blue and white ye ma be na professor on the school not design ya na yi blog no a me bono regimenya 14 yi blog no eno no ba be design and so ba be painting blue and white na shakabi o me hwe yo Nana Addo the amount who say be ekika kono omu lusu leshi but the me person me can change this for say my enkase ya wina wie mo mayan kokode na kode na ye kono e Ghana na ejasi wo e me depase ya mame e kasa ye e ka fa ma ho asem se omu ba e ma omu ba be bia microfinance e mutuma bo ma omu sikasem omu da digja enkakra we na kira se obatampa Oba no fotabraba oba we na ode ne kokunu anima nkunimdie baba.
But I say an nkunimdie baba. Hello caller. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my phone. Messi, you could have wordum light. Blah my blah na mesampola town.
Eh, got a thing.
Mkese as infosu.
Hey, Kennedy.
Oh, wordum no cry, wordum no. It was the year 3 days in a while, so half hour my hand.
Oyasemo
Messi it's mukashe baby na mukashe makam na me charge my phone ansa na mutu me ma hwe wo Facebook na me da afro wi na Kevin Messi Naana ehun ma mi ehun ami metina Cape Coast ma ka sen bi oya chancellor wo UCC na ehun ehun na mi fi me adwuma na odme bo pefo so a ono normal university UCC University of Cape Coast what can see one of na osa ono normal employment by UCC ho omo nkofo mo hwasa ko hwanu ono bese nkofo ma ho kwese no wo kanya yede wonya wo boni dina nkofo kana ma mi zo butuma ye hwe university do ho university ho na wo hu bibia why then education the me education you want to me here Kevin what's say about me so mate CC ala hwe na me no jiska mate no kire baby ada be gina mate na dwuma oye so pa obe kire na kono obe foro be jiska da be gina
driver no baby am fa like hey driver you shortcut bu ha you know ultimate driver na ha nipa ha nipa ni ha you know
aha lebo wuci kwa amada ho tuma ka choda amada ha masa man bagina you know dasa da menya mate ntuma ye na chere mate no to twa popo na mate awu na jiska ni wi ya account za madrava no che gane skenya ba me wonu
you know na mate no bele
Kevin
nyame shop ko fantinyi
okay awu wada se ka 2% mo monsan
waga 2% first steady kakra fa steady kakra hello caller waga 2% battery you go fancy for Waka 2% battery. Very important. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Kevin.
Me too.
Kevin. Yeah. Me kakado kan say me kasefi obi jakwa bi South West me ro ran kwa bi. Me ka che Ghana for na say. You say me start control by the man bibia. Na ye ni anka. You say ya brabo wi ya no. Because the ne o me ye akwa kiti o kra say na me fast we di be nji me go ni o me ye. You say say time mistake ni bibia. Ene ye ni ala. Ine de me wo ka che Ghana for no. So they want to pano ontie. That's me now.
Yeah, but that's bad. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, mommy. Hello, caller. Hello.
Wow.
Good
Hello,
evening.
Kevin.
Yes, madam.
But try to say you. Yeah, Kevin. Let me just over on the phone. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, I say no, Ye time in you into ya my man ya my na ya yen be kasa why e me no sise dodo oba na odini betu so a opeso okasatia ye ma ni you know professor no say nya wo kan understand ya enti ono no be so na mana be jimi see we don't even want to waste our time on that useless woman but ni aye ma me abeyi a che ye say ni the lunch we no am papa obi antimi nka so because say ma me no say expect no why just why am na bruso nti ye mpe we de na ye pe emma ye sorry and this in black power na ma me wa emma that's it.
But I say thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening.
Yeah. I'm a pastor in Casa Free Tamale.
All right, boss.
I'm saying me. I'm NDC for more. Your mama, my minute than NPC for more. Ombutina reduce. Also more confusing. Because beyond you are.
Yeah.
To say driver, okay, Kevin tell us, uko, say she say uko fruka, no be or mate. And the driver why can overflow.
No for driver, no.
Driver or see or kaka. And the driver no mate too. And also see or faka the for passengers for what won't quite what you away from me to me there. That's a mate no crown and the master no crown or chirano or fili or nima idea. Kisana ekoni nanum ne ma yedina hono MPP omudi ahuna na be biba tata NDC namum ne me ka kire Ghana for ne se ubo huni MPP a se omuboku a nke wo ba oku nana na kai o si all that be that nke wo bo hu a ewu kom na be ku na wo fisha na bia na wanye o tina survive. The more bia mbohu kom de kom kuma for say week we mu ye area nkwani pa be 9 dia wo hospital na Kamari teaching hospital hanne kunwa so yare for be 50 na osa 30 kom donyame obi abiya interview yan afia kom kuma for kom manage uchi Ghana for yes.
But also thank you very much. Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Mr. Kevin, nyame onshira nyame wonkan ho he oba bia wo bia otofo nyame wonbon ho ban. Duma dia wudi ma Ghana ne de eso ya ni pa dise omo ani akata ena ehunu duma die papa wudi ma Ghana. Na ye no a ye ni da ho ne de ni duma die papa wudi ma Ghana ene modern bo a obo e de ma Ghana. Na meba ye maame Naana Jen mensa as no so. Maame we won. O ka asem mi. Se NPP fo nyina ye ko omo bom krampa. Omo nyansa endru maame we. Wanya abotre ayiyi nsem no baako so wanya abotra kyerɛkyerɛ ye mu ama ye no a yanko school na ate ase yie. Ye maame no emba omo wo Ghana. Omo ahunu se yes, I was 2024 way. Omukoto aba edema John Dramani Mahama. Na ye maame Naana Opoku Naana Agyemang support emba omo Ghana hanom. Ema yenya emba bange ewo oman Ghana mu ha. Na emma nso edwadi a omudi omutimi kwaje bosia ewo bank no omutimi di ya adwuma bosia interest bia ni so. Na we ye maame no mo mpe omupede ba de ye omupede ba de enti na wo se emba ye wo Ghana any NDC communicators no ye tie maame we asem ni yetime ka ensem no to emba no trimu na entroni ndada MPP for the dada Ghana for no na eto mo trimu
enti
na me no se ye maame we de
answer na be kono your correction kitu bi ambese me yema o ni din no Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang enye mensa Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang.
Professor Naana Opoku Agyemang.
All right. Thank you very much, Medasipa. Thank you. All right. Exactly 3 minutes. Not your point show. No. All right. My last caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. We do a was a good again. Yeah. And the mamino and the Messinam in Yada, but and the voice now, boy, no, at a semi rock, while I mean, with the na so your ba na wo Ghana na so koto aba ama ba o mia there's a sebi o there's a me hu adwene o because we the way woman is kasa o person pa no be dey the pa ebre Ghana mba because so hwa ho kira even obo si dwom yemba bie yemame fo mo bre so ba be banga obekọ akwaje bosia abeton ade na so ko na kotum aba e de ma baomia na so like hu adwene o
Mane fana sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo